For just 1 minute, please pay your full attention. Welcome to Super Science University Bhagavad-Gita, which only can fulfill any of your wishes, aka the real Santa. Plus, it is the permanent solution to any of your problems. It answers every possible question. It will give you permanent happiness with your freedom in the end. The highest, most prime, most secret, and the only complete knowledge, which is the source of everything. Please refer to Yatharth Gita by Swami Adgadanand on yatharthgita.com or Spotify, which is the only genuine and therefore complete source of knowledge. Please note, incomplete knowledge is dangerous since without it you will stay ignorant. So, as per the last class, now Osho sir has done all the division of castes, Varnas on the basis of outside observation, and this is the most common mistake in Gita. But the true Gita will help you to divide on the basis of internal observation and of the same person's level. So these explanations have no meaning, but still we will go through it. So, as per Osho, Krishna is telling Arjuna, you are a warrior. If I leave aside all other things, then I tell you that you are a warrior. And I tell you that by moving from being a warrior here and there, you will only become miserable. By moving here and there, you will only attain remorse. By moving here and there, you will only become a criminal towards yourself. And remember, crime against oneself is the biggest crime in the world, because the one who becomes a criminal against himself then becomes a criminal against everyone. Only those people do not commit crime against others who do not commit crime against themselves. And if we understand in the language of Krishna, then the biggest crime against oneself is that the person loses the basic tone of life. He moves away from it, his natural tendency. There is a third class who will see nothing but fear in the sword. They will never see music, they will only see fear. Who will find the search for knowledge foolish, the work of madman. So there is a third class for whom money is glory, for whom money is everything, whose entire life is built around money. If such a person has to walk and talk about salvation, then for him salvation can only be seen in the form of money. If he thinks about God, then he cannot live without making God Lakshmi Narayan, the devotee of the money god. He is not at fault in this. I am just talking about facts. It is like this. And if such a person hides himself, then he will needlessly get into trouble. If he suppresses himself, then he will get into trouble. For him, the door to the ultimate experience of life is probably going to open only through the search of money. Therefore, it is not going to open from anywhere else. Now, a Rockefeller or a Morgan or a Tata, these are not small people. There is no reason for them to be small. They are the best in their class, just like Yagyavalkya, a Patanjali and Arjuna would be in their class. There is no comparison in this. Guys, if you really want to know these classes, contact Yatharth Gita. These classes are of one single person, like levels, and nobody is able to see like that. So this is very difficult concept. The concept of Varna is not comparative. It is not factual. You cannot be comparative in that. The day the concept of caste is become comparative, who is above and who is below, that day the scientific nature of Varna was lost and caste system became a social immorality. The day comparison arose in caste is that warrior is above, who is above Brahmin, who is above Vaishya, who is above Shudra, who is below, who is behind. The day Varna was exploited, the day the scientific principle of caste system was laid as the foundation of social exploitation. From that day, the concept of Varna became immoral. All the principles can be exploited. Any principle can be exploited. The concept of Varna was also exploited. And now, those who support the concept of Varna in this country are not supporters of the scientific nature of that caste system. They are supporters of the exploitation that has a reason on the basis of that Varna. Because of them, they will sink. But a very scientific theory of caste system can also sink. So that has arisen on the basis of that Varna, the exploitation. There is also a fourth category which has no interest in money, power, or knowledge, but whose life revolves around service somewhere deep down. If they are able to dedicate themselves and serve someone, they can achieve fulfillment and mastery. There is no upper or lower class in these four classes. These are four broad divisions, and Krishna's entire psychology is based on the fact that the path for every person is to reach God is through his own religion. Own religion does not mean Hindu, own religion does not mean Muslim or Jain or any other religion. Own religion means that Varna of that person, and Varna, the caste, has nothing to do with the birth. But the relationship was formed. There are many reasons behind it. I will talk about them. There were reasons behind it, scientific reasons. There was no relationship of caste with birth, so there was fluidity, and some Vishwamitra would go from here to there. There was a possibility of traveling from one caste to another. But as soon as this principle came to mind and the ultimate authenticity of this principle was proved, that every person can attain the truth only through his caste, through his own religion, then a very important question arose, and that was how to know which person belongs to which caste. It is not decided by birth. Then it may also happen that a person tries his whole life and is not able to find out which caste he belongs to. What is his inclination? What is he born to be? How can one know? Then it may be easy if something can be decided from birth. But how can it be decided by birth? Will it be decided if a person is born in someone's house? If a person is born in someone's house, in a Brahman's house, will he become a Brahmin? It is not necessary, but there is a lot of possibility. The possibility and the probability is high. And to increase that probability, to make it certain, many experiments were done. The biggest experiment was that a Brahmin was given a definite life system, a discipline. This discipline was given so that the new soul that chooses this man or this woman as its womb, it should be very clear to that soul whether he matches its type or not. That is why I told you before that it was not due to the fear of being a hybrid, because a hybrid can produce highly developed personalities. But the reason for not marrying between two castes was quite different. The only reason for this was that we wanted to give a clear form, a clear shape to each caste. So a shape was required for each caste, and we wanted to give such a clear structure to each caste that the souls who choose for their new birth has a very easy arrangement for them. Even then, mistakes were made in such a large society. Even a lot of scientific experiments bring mistakes. So sometimes mistakes can happen. Now, a father and a mother, both of whose lives have been the quest for knowledge,